Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Neil Villapiano. I apologize to all the viewers out there. We had a few technical difficulties with the audio, but now we're back. So I'm going to go back to the beginning of my college football and kind of do my previews again, and then we'll finish off the show for today. But like I said, I want to go back. We'll start with Temple versus UConn, and obviously, like I said before, if you didn't hear me, obviously you didn't hear me, so let me rephrase myself. The reason I want to talk about this game is because not just because it's American Conference and I normally like those conferences, but you had two Jersey guys that were in that game, and you had Philip Walker, who's the quarterback at Temple. He's from Elizabeth, New Jersey, so shout out to him. He played pretty well. He completed 12 of his 18 passes for 215 yards and 3 touchdowns. He threw 2 interceptions, but it didn't seem to really phase the Temple defense, and it really seemed to keep UConn off the scoreboard. And also a special shout out to a guy who lives just a few blocks from me. He went to my rival high school, but he played very well. He won a couple state championships for his school, and now he's a quarterback / wide receiver at UConn. His name's Eddie Hahn. I believe his number is number 9, but number 6. But shout out to him. Hope he's doing well. And I always like to shout out the New Jersey guys, obviously representing. And so again, shout out to those guys, and hope they continue to bring success to their colleges. Next game. So now we've gone through that game. Let's get through some of the previews today. First game let's talk about is one of my friend Steve's favorite teams. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish today are in Jacksonville, Florida, as the home team taking on the Naval Academy. And wait, what'd you say? They're the road team today? I was told they were the home team, but it doesn't matter. They're in Jacksonville, Florida for unknown reasons. But what you're going to see is obviously Navy with their option offense. It's going to be a very interesting game because Notre Dame's rush defense is atrocious. Let's put it that way. They're just not that consistent, and it's frustrating for Notre Dame fans, especially my friend Steve. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. And so basically, it's just going to be it's going to be a long day if Notre Dame can't stop the run. Navy's going to roll over them the whole day, and it's just not even going to be a contest. The biggest thing, though, the number one thing that Notre Dame needs to do, they need to get Deshaun Kaiser to relax and let him just play his game and use the talent that he's been given. Maybe run the ball a little bit more, try to get a little bit more of a balanced offense, and just get the ball rolling. Make a few deep passes, make him scramble out of the pocket a few times, try to make a few plays, and maybe just get some excitement in a team that's trying to just make a bowl game at this point. And I'm going to go with my prediction now, and I'm going to have, and I know this is probably Steve's not going to like this, but I'm going to say 21-17 Navy. Reason, like I said, if Notre Dame doesn't stop that run, which I don't think they're going to, it's going to be a long day for them Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. So let's go to my next game, and this is a little bit interesting. We got Air Force versus Army. And the reason I want to talk about this is because I like watching the military academies play. That's why I always watch the annual Army versus Navy game every year. And this should be interesting because Air Force is coming in. They're still running triple option, but they're throwing the ball a lot more. Their quarterback, Nate Romine, has thrown for 1,206 yards so far this season with 10 touchdown passes and just 2 interceptions. He really seems to be opening up this offense. Obviously, they got a 5-3 record, which is not great, but good. And that's kept, and they're looking like they're on their way to trying to go to a bowl game this year. And Army's look good too. They're also 5-3. They've looked better than they've had in the last couple of years. And so I think this Army-Navy game coming up in a few weeks should be really, really interesting to watch. And so, like I said, expect a lot. I think you should expect a lot of passing today from both sides of the ball. And I'm going to go with Air Force is going to take this one 28-19. I think Air Force's defense will make a few plays at the end and hold on for their big victory against their rival Army. All right, next thing I want to talk about, and this is, again, another team that my friend Steve is a fan of, and that is the Miami Hurricanes taking on the Pitt Panthers. That is at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. I don't know what channel it's going to be on, but I'm sure that if you guys are trying to watch the game, you'll be able to find that out. The biggest matchup I want to look at is Brad Kaye versus James Conner. Brad Kaye is the quarterback of Miami. He's had a pretty good season, not a great season, but a season enough to really get it going. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, Oh, wrap it up? Well, nope. Keith just told me I got to wrap it up, apparently. So I apologize for, again, the technical difficulties about the audio. Things happens. But like I always say, I want to thank everyone for tuning into the MVP show today. It's great. It's great. And I'm really thankful to obviously be on this show all the time and talk to you guys about the world of sports. I want to thank my friend Steve today for joining me. And, that's going to do it for the show. But I want you guys to stay right here because right after I'm done, Pete and Aaron are the Philly sports guys. You know them. You love them. They're going to be on after I'm done, talking a few things. You guys talking about what? The Eagles and Giants? Eagles, Giants.
NBA first week, or actually second week rather.
Talk about those things and talk about a few more topics, I'm assuming. Mm-hmm. Obviously that You Got to Go segment. I think you got something cooking for today? Yes. We got something today. All right, but again, that's it for today. I want to thank you all very much for watching the MVP show, and we'll see you on the next one. So have a great day out there for all you MVPs.
And our flexible services are all-inclusive. Voicemail, call routing, caller ID, remote office mobility, even down to the hold music or messages. It's all there, and there's no additional cost for adding new features. What does that mean for you? It's everything you need for improved communications and productivity, all for one manageable monthly fee. And you'll have the ability to minimize or eliminate the costly upfront expenses associated with other solutions. And it means you finally have a phone solution that is flexible, scalable, and customized to your needs. With state-of-the-art phones and real-time monitoring of each and every call for consistent quality. And Sero's Utility VoIP even gives you your own portal to manage day-to-day activity and on-the-fly changes. And it means unbeatable support and cost efficiency. You'll save on